My dear Christian, I will talk on a very, very important topic. Watching this video and achieving what I will say now is very, very important. Watching this video and achieving what I will say now is matter of life or death. For that, I want you to hear me very well. Hear me with your heart. Don't hear me with your ears. I'm sure if you hear me with your heart, my talking will penetrate your heart, because most of Christians are not arrogant, are not proud. If they know the correct way, they walk in the correct way. If they hear the correct advice, they follow the correct advice. I will talk about very great and incredible scientific miracles in the Holy Quran and Sunnah for 5 minutes only. Hear me, and then you are free. The God said in Surah Eltharyat in chapter number 27 in verse number 47, "And we constructed the heaven with strength and indeed, and we will keep expanding." And we constructed the heaven with strength and indeed, and we will keep expanding. Which means that the God said from more than 1,400 years that He will keep expanding the heaven. The recent science proved that the heaven expands with a very high velocity, which it reaches 30,000 light years every 1 second, because there are 275 million stars are created or born every day. For that, the heaven has to be expanded to accommodate these huge numbers of stars. Because if the heaven doesn't expand, the universe will be burst. How the Prophet Muhammad knew that? How he knew that the heaven expands? The God said, "And we constructed the heaven with strength and indeed, and we will keep expanding." It's a very strong evidence which proves that this Quran is from God. How he knew that? Did he say that from himself, or the God said that? Another very great miracle. The Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith, "If the fly falls in the vessel, dip all of it and then remove it, that one of its wings is a disease and the other is a treatment." The recent science proves that one of the wings of the fly contains antibiotics, which kill the parasites and the microbes which dropped from the another wing. For that, he ordered us, if the fly falls in the vessel, to dip all of it and then remove it. When you dip all of it, it will drop these antibiotics in the vessel, and it will clean and it will kill the parasites which has dropped from the another wing, and it will pure and clean the vessel. The recent science proves that. There are more than great study in USA and Australia prove this very great fact, and now they produce antibiotics from the body of the fly for the treatment of many diseases. The Prophet Muhammad said that from more than 1,400 years, although he was an illiterate man, can read and can write. How he knew that? Very great miracle, which pushes hundreds of Christians to convert to Islam. Another very great miracle. The Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith, every human being is created about 360 jointed, and he has to offer every day a charity or donation for every joint. His friends said to him, "It's too hard to make that." He said to them, "If you pray 2 rakas in the early morning, it will be equivalent for all that." The recent science proved that every one of us is created about 360 jointed, like Muhammad said, from more than 1,400 years. Although this fact was discovered only from few years. How he knew that? Very great evidence. Another very great miracle. The non-believers said to the Prophet Muhammad, "If you really a prophet from God, split this moon for us into 2 parts, and we will believe you and support you." He said to them, "Can you give me a charter, a strong promise about that?" He said, "Yes, we give you a strong promise that we will follow you. We will follow you." He prayed to God, and the moon has split it into 2 parts. They said to him, "You charmed us with magic. This is a magic." He said to them, "Why you broke your promises with me? I achieved what you want." They said, "No, this is magic." He said, "Okay, there are passengers. Passengers will come after 2 days. We can ask them. If they saw which you saw, this means that it is not a magic." He said, "Okay, because they know that the magic affect only the people in front of you, near you, but doesn't affect the people far away from you." And the passengers was about 100 kilometers or more. The passengers came after 2 days and said, "We saw a very strange thing. We saw that the moon has split it into 2 parts, and he was astonished. What is the matter?" They said to him, No, your magic is very strong. It goes for a long way." For that, the God has settled down in Surah Al-Qamar in chapter number 27 in verse number 1. "The last day has been soon, and the moon has split it. And if they saw a great miracle, they don't believe. And he said it is a strong magic." And this is always the character of the non-believers. They ask for a strong miracle, although they know that this man is a prophet. And when he achieved what they want, they broke their promises because they are arrogant and liar. And I hope you are not like these people. When the instruments dropped on the surface of the moon, they found a very long crack. The length of this crack is 125 kilometers, and the width of this crack is 1,500 meters, and the depth of this crack is 500 meters. They was astonished. They never saw a thing like that. They make studies about this crack. They found that this crack impossible to come as a result of earthquake or volcano or any another thing. And one of the scholars of NASA agency said that our studies prove that the moon has broken in the past and then it's sealed another time, which prove what the Quran have said from more than 1,400 years, and to prove that God has broken and has split the moon for his prophet for more than 1,400 years. Another very great and strange miracle. A scholar, non-Muslim scholar, Japanese scholar called Masaru Emoto, made a great book called Message from Water about the great and the incredible effect of reciting the Holy Quran on the water. He found many strange things. He found that the crystals of the water, after reciting Quran on it, start to move and make very beautiful structures, like geometric structures, flowers like this. He take images for these structures and put them in his book. And he discovered that the benefits of the water and the character of the water changed to be better and better in the treatment of many diseases after reciting Quran on it. He wrote all that in his great book, Message from Water, although he is non-Muslim. I will put under this video 8 great miracles provided with links to prove what I have said. These miracles is a drop in a big sea from hundreds and hundreds of great miracles in the Holy Quran and Sunnah, which pushes hundreds of Christians to convert to Islam every day. 50,000 Christians converted to Islam in Egypt every 1 year. 5 Christians every 1 hour in USA converted to Islam because of these miracles. Now, what do you want more than that? If you don't want to believe until now, I will put these miracles for you under this video. Read them. After that, what do you want? If you don't believe until now that this Quran is from God, I'm sorry to say to you that you are arrogant. Because if I told you to look at the sun in the sky and you told me that you don't see anything, this means that you are arrogant or you are blinded. You are blinded man, because you don't. Because the strength and the greatness of these miracles is stronger than the light of the sun in the sky. You have to know that the Quran, which contains all these miracles, said in Surah Al-Imran in chapter number 3 in verse number 85, any person will accept any religion unless Islam will not be acceptable from him, and he will be from the big losers in the last day. And the Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith, I swear with whom my soul is in his hand, anybody hear about me, Jewish or Christian or any another religion, and don't believe me and don't believe the religion I came with, he will be one of the hell people. You will be one of the fire people if you don't convert to Islam. I made this video because I care about you. I afraid about you. I don't want you to fall in fire. We'll fall in fire and will never come out of it. Don't destroy yourself. Convert to Islam before time is off. If your soul come out from your body before converting to Islam, your destination will be fire. You will bite your fingers in the last day, and you will cry, but you will not cry with tears. You will cry with blood, and you will remember what I say now, and you will blame yourself, and you stroke yourself because you don't obey me, and you will hope to return to the life for 1 second to convert to Islam, but the time will be off and the door will be closed. Now I finished what I want to say. The last thing I want to say, drop under this video and read all the miracles which I have written, and press the links to make sure of what I have said. After you make sure from all these miracles, you don't have any excuse, and you will be the killer of yourself if you don't obey.